Are there any videos you regret making, e.g. ASMR build guide? Well, that's certainly one of them. I regret that WAN show where I was like, crypto will never be a thing. It's going nowhere. When the guy bought the house.
Oh, there's a lot
crypto.
of takes on WAN show that I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure there's a lot of takes on WAN show that we probably regret, and there's a lot of takes on WAN show that also like ended up becoming like prophetic statements. I don't know. Who knows?
Videos you regret making. Man, that WD sponsorship at Computex that first year was pretty rough.
Yeah.
So we inked a deal with, it's all people who aren't there anymore, so I feel like I can tell this story, but we inked a deal with our WD rep. Man, we were scrappy, we were desperate back then. The deal was they would be our sponsor for Computex, but on every day of the show, we had to make a separate individual video from the WD booth.
Oh,
and there was like getting one video out of the WD booth that year would have been a struggle.
would have been really tough. I remember because that was the first show that I did kind of on my own in regards to hosting stuff. And I remember like feeling kind of cheesed because you just dumped all the trash on me.
That's
but
BS.
But then I also remember feeling so stoked because I didn't have to do any of the WD videos.
I did all the WD stuff.
It
It was
like
so time consuming because they always wanted
so
to
rough.
bring some director or VP to talk to me about stuff.
Brandon and I would cruise by you guys, see you're doing something, go film a whole video, cruise back, and you had like not progressed very far. And I knew you were faster and more efficient than me. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, this must be really rough.
I made
man.
an entire video. This is amazing. I made an entire video about the stupid hard drive inspired car that they had in the
Remember
booth.
that. What, didn't you specifically have to make that one too?
Yes.
You had to make it about the car, yeah.
I wanted to just
Yeah.
integrate the car into like other
Something else, yeah.
content.
I remember you specifically telling me that you had to make a dedicated video just about the car, and I was just like, what? Oh no.
Like it was kind of neat in that it's all like
Yeah,
kind
sure.
of inspired by actual hard drive components. Like these are the actuator arms and stuff like that. So it's like neat, but man,
And some of the like art projects that get made for shows.
there were not 5 videos worth of things in that. Oh, six. Hold on. How long were we there? 6 days. 6 days. Holy crap. Yeah. There. Okay. Oh, this reminds me of something we regretted making so much that we never made it public. So
Oh no.
Okay.
Are you sure you even want to go over that?
you guys are
Oh no.
so
Oh no.
one of the like industry Computex traditions, for better or for worse, I'm using the word better very charitably here.
Not better.
Not better. Is it's a bit of a different culture over there, I guess I would say.
I mean, this used to be a thing at Western shows as well.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's still a thing depending on what Western show you go to.
That's probably fair.
Like, I went to a car show not that long ago.
I'm sure it's still a thing at car shows.
Booth babes were definitely still a thing, to use the, in my opinion, slightly derogatory term, but I need you guys to understand what I'm talking about, and that's the only
That's how
word I
it's
really
generally referred.
it's the only really word I really know for it. But we were like, oh, okay, should we do like a booth compilation that includes like the presenters at each booth, because it's pretty typical at Computex for them to have people that obviously don't work at these companies that in some cases are definitely not wearing enough clothing. And we were just like,
Many.
this is the cringiest thing ever, and it doesn't matter if this is a thing that everyone does. We're just not going to participate in this, was what we ultimately decided. And I'm extremely glad that we never uploaded that.
Yeah.
Like, extremely glad. I could not be more glad that that did not happen. It was just it would have been one of the go ahead.
Computex was the only one, because again there was Booth Babes, or however you refer to them. I genuinely don't know if there's another name for it.
I don't know.
CES, it was pretty big there. There was some at PAX, but it was not very big there. But at Computex was the only show that I knew photographers went there purely to take photos of them.
Yeah.
Not to cover anything to do with the show other than the Booth Babes. And that was like a big what the heck moment for me.